Hello! I'm finally back for the very few of you that watch these. I have not really been away. A couple weeks ago I got in a minor car accident, completely my fault. I rear-ended somebody. Luckily, they have a giant truck and there was no damage to their car, and they were super nice about it. It was like a Monday morning, possibly the worst time ever to get in an accident because everyone's just trying to get to work. Anyway, the guy was super nice. He was like, I don't need any information. Good luck. My car was not so lucky. I have a little car. She got pretty wrecked in it. Luckily, got to an auto shop. They took it in. Took really good care of it. It's just taken weeks to get it back, and my little holder for my phone was in that car. I didn't grab it out, and this is primarily when I think I'll be filming things, so just unfortunately wasn't an option for a few weeks, but I am excited to be back. We are so near the end of the school year, so I have a little more energy. Just lots of end of the year school stuff happening, but that's not really obviously why I wanted to make a video. There's been a lot going on in the Amberlynn Chantal world. First up, let's start with Chantal because she is more fascinating to me, just because there's like so much there, and I haven't been watching her as long, so there's just a lot going on. So the big thing with Chantal is she was vegan, but wasn't really vegan. I mean, this was like a month ago. I'm way behind just because I haven't filmed anything. So she was vegan, but then she obviously wasn't really vegan. She was fake trying while she yelled at people. It seems like sort of her MO. And then she kind of went off the rails and was like, I'm gonna do mukbangs, but don't worry, I may be eating, 2,000 calories in this sitting, but that's all I'm eating in the day, or all I'm eating are fruits and veggies on the outside of this, which also we know is not a real thing. Like, even as like a normal, healthy person, when I like have a bad, like an off eating day, when I'm just like, the whole day is an off eating day, I'm like, nah, screw it, like I've already eaten this, so let's just go for it. And that's like very rare in my world, but like that's sort of my mentality, so I think it was sort of silly for Chantal to think that she could, have a really bad meal and then be totally fine. And bumpies. Okay, pulled over, did a little adjusting. Still gonna be bumpy. Back roads. So she was kind of saying like, screw it, I guess was the thought. I don't really know. I didn't understand it. I don't love watching people eat. That's not really a thing for me, so didn't watch a lot of those. But she had a couple rants peppered in there, and then finally she had sort of, I guess it seemed like a breakdown where she was like, I really need help, I'm gonna take time off, and good on her. Like, I think that's probably a good move to take time off. And then about a week later, so a couple days ago now, she did a live stream. It was like in the middle of the night, and I was still awake, or I had just woken up randomly, I can't remember which, but I looked and I was like, ooh, notification, Chantal's new video. I was like, oh, I'm totally gonna listen to that on the way into work tomorrow. And by the time I got to it in the morning, she had taken it down. And I was like, crap, what was on it? Like, I love the videos she deletes because it's, you talk about somebody who has no consistency, and it was some crazy nonsense on there. So anyway, I finally found a reaction channel, Yaba, I believe is her name, the YouTube Underground is the name of her channel. So she recorded it. She seems to know what's up on that front. She needs to record these things because they're not going to stay live, or nothing to stay up. So she recorded it, reacted to it. I mean, basically the whole thing was like just reacting to more people, like not believing her, and the whole hate culture she says she isn't a part of, but she clearly is. The drama culture. Just the normal sort of rants for her. Again, if she's getting help, good on her. I think that's awesome. I am skeptical, and I think based on what we've all seen, it's like the vegan thing, we have a right to be skeptical. I mean, to be fair, other than that, and I think one ironically, keto recipe video, she's always been not doing keto, whatever, keto recipe video, she hadn't posted anything, so it seems like is maybe sticking to it. I'm honestly not sure. We'll see. I mean, I'm like a lot of viewers, I think. I watch the train wreck. It's like you can't look away, and it's just like, wow, this is like a person is really thinking and doing these things. That's crazy. Like, why would they do this? I wonder what'll happen next. And if they get help and they lose weight, that would be cool to watch. And if they're going to keep being nuts and calling out people for things that they themselves do, that's fun to watch too. So we'll see what happens next on that front. I just thought it was so, it was so Chantal, so typical to post something and then delete. So it, makes me skeptical of her, quote unquote progress or not progress. So on the Amberlynn front, the 100 days of weighing in, the 100 days of checking in, the 100 days of being 30 days behind. I don't know quite what to call what she's doing at the moment. She lost all the subscribers, not all. She lost a good chunk, me included for a little bit. And then, we all come back. Because it seemed for a couple weeks, I guess that's, shame, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. I guess we should all be a little ashamed that we really believe that. But she seemed like she was trying, doing better. I don't know. And now we're back to sort of torrid haul, sob story. I really want to lose weight, but oh wait, tomorrow I'm just going to eat all the crappy food again. And I think at the heart of both of them, what drives me the most crazy is I get they have there's like a real psychological, emotional, there's trauma. For Amberlynn, certainly there's trauma from her past. For Chantal, I think there's some sort of, I don't know, something else going on there, but it's deeper than just they like food, they're eating food. I think half the food Amberlynn picks is gross. Like, it's not that she likes food, it's the sensation of it's being full, it's something being satiated, it's that comfort, and I think that comes from the trauma. But at the end of the day, neither of them are doing anything to fix that piece of it. You can get on every diet plan you want to on the planet, but if at your core there's something else driving you to eat, doing a calorie restriction doesn't do anything, because of that. At the end of the day, what's driving you to eat is still going to drive you to eat. It's not like the average person who's like, fine, could eat a hamburger, could eat a salad. The hamburger tastes better to them maybe, but they know if they eat the salad, they'll lose some weight. So that's their only motivation they need. For Amberlynn, it's the fullness, it's the comfort she gets from it. And until she addresses that with a professional, a true professional, over, more than just a quick session of like, yep, we talked, whatever, things aren't going to get better for her. Like, they just can't. Like, that is, you have to heal yourself psychologically first. So, at this 100 days, I have to laugh because I love Zachary Michaels. He's doing 100 days of weighing in on his Instagram. He's weighed in every day. Your weight fluctuates a little every day. He's not trying to actively lose weight or anything, but he's simply showing it is possible to film this every day. If you forget at 8 o'clock in the morning, film yourself when you remember. And Amberlynn doesn't seem to kind of have that down. As somebody personally, I don't think it's healthy to weigh yourself every day. I did that for a little bit here and there, and it gets super frustrating because you're probably not going to see loss every single day. I don't know, maybe at her weight you would, but it's more of a mental frustration. But she put it out there that she was going to do this, and then she changed it, that she was going to check in, and now I think the last video I watched was from May 14th or something. It's June 14th today. She's a month behind. And it's not like when they like went to Pride, and she was like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to upload or whatnot, so I want to have videos ready, you know, whatever, it was what it was. She's at her house doing nothing, as far as we know, and she can't post timely videos. It's just sort of like, come on. Like, you have the flexibility of this job, in which you always are like, I'm so, you know, so blessed, and I feel so fortunate that I have this job, and blah, 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 blah. But you, like, half-ass, not even half-ass this job. That would be so great if I only had to, if I could work for a day and then I have to work again for a month. Like, wouldn't we all love that luxury? I filmed something, I filmed myself eating a shit ton of food in one day. I put up the calorie counts, I put some nice screen calorie counts up, and now I'm done for a month. The next video I'll post is going to be a month late. It boggles the mind. Really boggles the mind. Again, she's one that it's like, if either of them got their shit together and actually started losing weight, your subscriber count would go up. Like, truly actually less weight. I remember I got into, so I had heard of Chantal, sorry, I don't mean to switch back and forth on topics, but stream of consciousness driving. I really started watching Chantal's actual channel after I had heard some reactions from Zachary Michael and Michael B. Petty. He doesn't do so many on her. But anyway, the times I really watch her, because I don't like the mukbangs, I don't like the story times, I don't want recipe help, those aren't my things. The times I really tune in was when she, for a couple weeks there, she was going to the gym, she was watching what she was eating, she was losing some weight, she seemed motivated. She was like up at the gym first thing in the morning, she was like showing herself working out, like she was doing things. And I was like, yes, I will watch this, absolutely. Again, two sides of the coin. I'm happy to watch people who are succeeding and working hard, and I'm also happy to watch full-on train wrecks. I think those are like, that's sort of like my 600-pound life. Those are the episodes. I either want the full-on train wreck, or I want the people who make this amazing progress, and at the end of it, you're like, holy shit, look how much weight they lost. That's amazing. That's so inspiring. These two women, I don't know kind of where they're at, but hopefully Chantal's actually getting the help. I think Amberlynn is just, I think she's lucky she hasn't gained even more weight recently, that she's kind of hung around that mid 560s range. I think it's only a matter of time before it goes up again, because she's not doing anything to make it better. And she, she has the stop story about, I want to visit my mother and want to do these things, but then the next day she goes and eats fast food. So clearly the motivation, that psychological trauma background, is a stronger motivation than all these other things she apparently wants to do. And she's not going to get through that without seeing somebody, without talking to somebody, but she's got it under control. It's her deal. So that's sort of my little catch up on those two. The only other thing I will say is I've really missed Michael B. Petty's videos. He hasn't been posting at all lately. I don't know. I know he lives with an elderly family member. I hope everything is okay there. I know he also goes to school, so he's busy, but just haven't heard or seen anything. And he, he's such a fun reaction channel to watch. He's just blunt to the point, and I just missed seeing those videos. Zachary Michael's been cranking stuff out, and there's been some hilarious things, highly requested clothing hauls, some other stuff that aren't so much reactions, but just sort of fun, more things about his life, which he just has a sweet personality and a funny personality. So fun to watch those, but I do miss seeing Michael's sort of a little more hard-hitting, to the point, not dealing with it anymore sort of take on things. So that's my quick thoughts this morning. I'm happy I can do some of these again. I'm hoping once summer hits, I work during the summer. I'm one of those teachers who I work during the summer, so no vacation. But hoping to do some more filming over the course of summer. Maybe actually get into figuring out how to like edit things and, you know, make things a little better. So we'll see how all that goes. Thanks,